A day in the life of Google CEO, Sundar Pichai. Indian-born Sundar Pichai is one of the top earners at Google. He is the one who absorbs 90% of Google searches, so he has mountains of money in his bank. The curious thing is that this man reveals almost nothing of his private life. For many of the media, this is an unknown, so this video will reveal some secrets of his life and show how his day-to-day life is. Join us for the next few minutes and find out all about Sundar Pichai. He is probably the highest-paid executive in the world. He took over the executive leadership of Alphabet in 2019, Google's parent company, and from 2015 to 2020, he received payments for Google shares of more than $1 billion, an incredibly high amount of money. Considering all these details, it is interesting to note that this executive, unlike most, does not have a daily routine full of stress and overexertion. Almost every executive in the world has a daily routine of waking up before the sun comes up. Most of them are out of bed and busy in their office work from 4 a.m. or even earlier. But Sundar Pichai's life is not like that. He gets up at a considerably early hour, but make sure it's one where he can get a full rest and refuel. Interestingly, doing that doesn't seem to be something that affects him too much, as his work style is unchanged by not occupying his office chair from the early hours of the morning. Once, he himself mentioned that as a morning person, he preferred to focus on exercising and focusing on himself before he started reading his email inbox. Sundar Pichai is a thoughtful, kind, and empathetic man. He has a very pleasant personality. One of his goals in life is to continue to be a better parent, so a typical day in his life is filled with him putting his responsible parenting to good use. Clearly, Sundar doesn't have as much free time to spend with his family as he would like, as the demands of his job are great. But the time he has left over to fill his role as a father is spent to the best of his ability. On the other hand, Pichai is a vegetarian and a tea lover. Every day he has his cup of tea in the morning while reading a paper newspaper. It is curious because being the man who is in charge of absorbing millions of Google searches and can turn to international information with just one click and filter the highest quality for his own consumption, he prefers to consume international news in a classic way. A question that makes us think about the true value of the information seen on the internet. This engineering technologist, who is about to reach 51 years of age, tries to stay as young as possible by taking care of his diet. Since he is a vegetarian, he prefers to have his protein intake in the morning with an egg omelet, toast, and some vegetables such as tomatoes or carrots. He states that his needs to have his morning routine of breakfast, tea, and newspapers in order to be fully awake before leaving for work. This, of course, comes after his exercise routine, but being a methodical and routine person, he forbids himself from skipping one of these steps before going to work. Sundar Pichai tends to have a fairly casual style of dress on a daily basis, leaving formal attire only for special occasions that warrant it. This has caused some grumbling and discomfort among other executives who are on the same job level as Pichai. Yet he pays no attention to the complaints and remains relaxed in clothes that make him feel comfortable. Matt Honan of BuzzFeed, the viral content site, described Pichai's style as a Banana Republic dad. This man is not at all looking to have a style that is lavish or that stands out, like Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, for example. His style goes hand in hand with his personality, which, as we said, he is an empathetic person, but he is also someone very calm who knows how to solve situations without too much stress. This is what led him to climb with such ease within Google and to earn the respect and admiration of his superiors, but not only theirs, also that of the rest of his team and the 150,000 people in his charge. According to Glassdoor, this man was ranked number 17 in 2020 of the top-rated executives by employees under him. This man received approval from nearly 100% of his employees. A day at his workplace is mostly about discussion meetings, in which his employees give opinions, points of view, and ideas to further improve Google's search quality and service, as well as show mistakes and details to be worked on. Pichai, as a good boss and a person with remarkable introspection and serenity, usually expects everyone to give their point of view in the meetings, and after that, condense an idea that can cover what everyone has contributed. This, in a nutshell, is what Sundar Pichai tends to live by in his day-to-day life. Clearly a man with a gentle personality, impeccable discipline, but who also avoids personal over-demanding so as not to overload himself. Seeing what a day in the life of Google's CEO is like leaves us a lot to learn. Most of all, because this executive is a person of great value. An excellent worker, human being, boss, husband, and father. Sundar Pichai's life leaves much to meditate on since he is not an ordinary executive. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us your comments. What do you think about Sundar's life? Do you think it's really as simple as they say? See you in the next video!